Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sober Jable. I am Joshua Abel. So, I had my first serving shift on Wednesday. Today's Friday. And I went in with a positive attitude. I had great conversations with a number of different guests. And yeah, it went pretty well. There were a couple of issues that I had, though. First, they only gave me a two-table section, which to me is absolutely ridiculous, but apparently they do this for all of their new employees. Never mind that I have like 10 years of experience and I can hustle and handle my stuff. So that was a little bit of aggravating. I was immediately limited in what I could make. And generally, they even only have 3 table sections for servers. They put on like 25 servers for any given shift. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's way over what they would ever need if they would hire good people. But apparently that's company policy. What I'm also finding out is people around here tip on the cheap end. I'd be lucky to get 15% of any given bill. There was a table that of 3 guys that racked up a bill of over $80 and left me like 12. So I'm gonna have to hustle a lot more in order to make any money there. I'm continuing to look for other jobs because this is not what I want to do. So I'm looking in different areas, finance and digital marketing, things like that. Yesterday I was off, which was nice. I worked on my book for almost all day, but it's been so nice here. It's been in the low 80s and it's sun shining. So Callie, my little niece, actually got to go swimming. Katie filled up her little swimming pool and she had this cute little hat on with sunglasses and she was splashing around in the pool. Now, this morning, a little bit different. I woke up at 6:30 this morning to Callie screaming in her bed. And I kind of laid there for a little bit just waiting for her to calm down. But she wasn't calming down. It was just screaming and screaming and screaming. And so I got up and, I started making my coffee and my sister Katie and her husband were getting around. Brian had to go off to work. And I asked Katie, I'm like, so is she in a timeout? It's 6:30 in the morning. No kid deserves a timeout at 6:30 in the morning. And Katie told me that she and Callie had been up since 12:30 in the morning. Callie woke up and wouldn't go back to sleep. So Katie brought her out to the living room and Callie was playing around. And, Katie had to essentially lie on the floor while Callie was playing around. I'm like, that's so weird. But apparently she is going through something called sleep regression. Now, I'd never heard about this before. This is the first time I'd ever heard of it. I don't have kids. The only thing I know about kids is how to be, the goofy uncle. And then as soon as they get upset, be like, okay, time for you to take her back. But so I did some research and this is a real thing. Thank God adults don't, or at least I don't have to go through something like this. But apparently it can last anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. But I'm sure that's got to be really scary for Callie. And cumbersome to, Katie and Brian. But yeah, that was my morning. I'll be back in a little while to talk about a topic. I've got to get one together. Other than that, today I am off again. They only scheduled me Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday of this week. But next week I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So hopefully it picks up and I can, earn a little bit more money. I only made like $30 on my last shifts. It was slow and again, I only had a 2-table section. But, one step at a time, we're making progress. So I was talking to my friend Ryan, and he's right now over in St. Martin on vacation, and he's sending me pictures of the golden sand and the crisp blue water. He's over there relaxing. He's going to be there for 6 days. No, he's actually going to be there for 10 days. So it's a pretty good vacation. And I'm sitting here in North Carolina outside with a cup of coffee, and it kind of made me realize that I am so jealous. And I started looking back at my life, and I am a jealous person. I see something and I immediately think, gosh, I really want that. I want to be able to go on vacation just willy-nilly. And it I don't know, it's a little frustrating. And then, I see my sister and her family, and I see all the love that they share. And I'm like, gosh, I really had that. Now, this is not just a new thing. This is something that I have struggled with for my entire life. I see something that someone else has, and I immediately want it. I see the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and what the movie stars are doing. They're going on vacations, they're having elaborate weddings, they're, rubbing elbows with other stars, and they've got this fame and popularity, and I'm jealous of it. And so I'm trying to stop and think about how I might be able to get that under control, how I might be able to, not be so jealous. And the jealousy, I think, has actually forced me into jumping from job to job to job to job, just to try and follow in other people's footsteps. I wanted to be an actor because I saw, how glamorous it was. So I moved to LA and mildly attempted to pursue that. And then I saw how much money was to be made in the financial world. So I jumped into a financial career and went to school and studied so that I could follow that path. I saw how much people could make online. So I got into digital marketing and doing different things online. And so I keep jumping, chasing jealousy. So what I'm trying to find out is how I can diminish that feeling of jealousy, that feeling that, what I have right now isn't good enough. And there is a cop running by. Let's see. Oh, it was an ambulance. Hopefully everyone's all right. They're actually going into the driveway up the street. You can't really see that, but I hope everyone's all right. So what I'm trying to do is find ways to, kind of diminish that jealousy. And I'm thinking of a couple of different ways that I can do that. So, I smell smoke. Hope there's not a fire. But back on track. So I'm coming up with different solutions on how I might be able to alleviate some of that jealousy. One way that I think I might be able to do it is A, stop and realize what I actually have. I had a family, I had a house, and I was never grateful for it. I never really appreciated what I had when I had it. So looking at my life and being thankful, being grateful for what I actually do have. Right now I'm surrounded by a family who loves me, and I love them. We have great moments, and there's such a warmth and a love that I need to be grateful for. Another thing is that I need to figure out what I want and what my calling is. So looking at my life and seeing the person that I want to be, and then reverse engineering on how to get there. So when I stop to think about it, what do I want my life to look like? Well, I know that I love to travel. I know that I enjoy helping people. And I know that I want a close-knit family. So those are three elements of my life that I want, that if I can appreciate it, would make me feel fulfilled. So right now, I'm taking baby steps to try and achieve that. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to take care of people. And all of that, I need to map out and really find out what makes me happy. The job that would make me happy. No. Realization. That comes back to gratitude. What in my life right now is making me happy? And how can I amplify that? I really enjoy making these videos. It gives me a platform in which to express myself and hopefully someday maybe help others. So maybe build on that. I enjoy being creative, which I'm able to do again with these videos and with my book. So, maybe amplify that. So figuring out what makes me happy now and amplifying that. Wow, that was kind of a moment of inspiration. The other thing that I need to do is start realizing the struggle that the people I'm jealous of or have jealous feelings towards go through in order to achieve what they're able to do. So Ryan is a behavior analyst down in Florida, and he works with kids who have extreme behavioral disorders. Kids that are not able to function in a regular classroom. And he has to work with those kids on a daily basis. He's also picked up a couple of side jobs to help pay the bills and to allow him to save money so that he can actually go on vacation. I only see the things that I'm jealous of. I don't see the struggle behind it. My sister, has a loving family, and I see the love and the good times. And even though I'm living here, I kind of dismiss, the obstacles that they go through. This morning, Callie is having some sleep problems, so she's cranky, and it's got to be tiresome. It's got to be daunting to see your child go through that. And those are things that I don't experience. I'm not experiencing. So understanding the struggles that those people go through. The actors that I was so jealous of, some of them have slept in their cars. They've gone on hundreds of auditions and experienced rejection after rejection after rejection. Those are things that I don't see. I just see the glitz and glamour. And so, actually putting myself in someone else's position to see the path that they've gone on in order to achieve the goals and the happiness that they currently have. All right. So I've given myself a lot to think about. Yeah. If you have any ideas on how you have overcome feelings of jealousy, please make sure to comment below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. If you're liking these videos, if you're getting value out of them, please make sure to like, share, and comment below. Make sure to subscribe to this. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you get notification whenever I create a new video. Other than that, I will see you soon. Take care.
Get him. Say, get him. Oh!